Hey everyone. Sorry about that confusion there. I don't know what happened. We had a call scheduled for that time. For some reason, Webinar Jam did not recognize it, so that was not very fun. Um, we're gonna have some fun tonight. I'm just getting everything set up. So hope you guys are really doing really well. We're going to have just some updates. We're gonna have a speaker list for the next few weeks. It's going to be posted as soon as I get everyone confirmed. We got some really cool people that are going to be coming on the next 8-week session. I just added a few more dates to that session. Hold on, one of the members keeps trying to call me on Skype. One sec. So is she here? Christine, it says you're here. If you're having a problem, just message me on Skype. I'll help you from there. So tonight I wanted to go over some copywriting stuff. It's really fun, but let me get back to the other thing. So really quickly, next few weeks, we added about 8 weeks. We have a break on the first week of August, August the 6th. We don't meet, so we have the 6th off, and then meet again on the 13th. And then we go, I want to say till the first week of September, and then we have another week off there. So that's what the next 8 weeks. Well, I think we have 4 speakers booked, and then 4 discussions about IM stuff. Gonna go over some traffic, gonna go over some list building. I'm gonna post a whole schedule of kind of what it's going to look like. Let's see, I'm trying to find the right letter so that we can have some fun here today. Hey Christine, you don't need to use Skype. Skype is just in the chat. So I see you keep trying to call me. That won't work. I'll call you afterwards and explain if there's a problem. Let's see if I can get this letter up. 1 second, guys. Trying to find the right sales letter I want to walk you guys through today. Had it earlier, but of course, had this whole fun day. Other than that, how's everyone else doing? How's things going, everybody? We got a nice small group of the success roomers here tonight. I got Christine, Lynn, Sarah, Sue, Peter, some other people. Great to see. Ah, here it is. Let me put screen sharing on. We're good to go. Cool. All right, guys. So tonight I kind of want to go over something that we really haven't done, and it's more kind of just a free flow session. But I think some of the things that people don't understand is that and if you want, I'll actually email you the sales letter. You just can't send it to anybody else. But one of the things that people miss the most is I think that everyone really understands that to sell online, you have to have squeeze page, sales page, thank you page. I mean, everyone that's seen my talk in public knows that that's exactly what I talk about. That's what I go over. That's what everyone should understand that. If you don't understand that, then we need to have a one-on-one conversation about how that's supposed to work. But I don't think people, I kind of outline a script of what your sales letter is supposed to look like, but I think it would really help if we actually kind of walked through what is a sales letter, right? And so, one of the things that I talk about is that one of the first things I get into in sales letters are really, is that you have to introduce a subject. You have to introduce a topic. So the first minute is really introducing the topic. So if you see here, and I'm kind of going to read it to you how it works. Hello, Austin Walsh here. I want to take a few minutes to ask you a question what's on your mind. Now, it's so massively important when you read this, you read it in a conversational tone. So it's not, hello, Austin Walsh here. I want to take a few minutes to ask you a question that's on your mind. It's, hey, what's up, guys? I want to take a few minutes to ask you a question that's on every single person's mind. Can you really make money on the internet? Now, what happens here is that you're introducing a subject. You're introducing some kind of a topic. Now, I'm not going right. It's so important that you know this. You're not going right into who you are and how cool you are, yada, yada, yada. You're really going into, hey, can I actually make money on the internet? And what is the real secret? So you kind of see this part. It's so massively important. You ask them questions, right? Because the goal of each sales letter is that you're trying to get someone to say yes multiple times. So what is the real secret to creating the multiple income streams? Question mark. Money in your bank account? Question mark. Can I make money on the internet even if I don't know how to build a website? Question mark. Even if I don't know what to sell? Question mark. So these are all questions that you want these people to say yes, 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 and go over and over and over again. So that's kind of like your introduction period if you see right here. Then from there you kind of go into the story, right? So this is kind of where I talked about, started making money using Facebook, and I started doing parties, and Mom thought I should work at a gas station. Haha, that's a joke. Not really, but get people to laugh. And then I talk about, what did I love doing? I loved throwing parties. I loved to dance, get a crowd going, and I knew I could figure out a way to do what I love and make money. And talk about what is the whole story. Now it's so important that you understand you have to tell a story, and this is the story where I talk about what if I promoted parties using Facebook, right? And you get people involved in some kind of a something where they're not being what's the word for it? They're not being talked to, but they actually feel like they're reading something because they're that engaged. Being 15, I had zero cash. The first thing, and it's so important. What most people do is that people just hop right into getting into, here's what my product is, and here's how much it costs, and yada, yada, yada. And none of that stuff really works, right? You want to tell a great story, and so you could tell here, this is where I tell the whole New Year's Eve story, and I really get into it. I got lucky. I was good at Facebook. Word got out fast. Before I knew it, I had, best-selling authors calling me, blah, blah, blah. And that was just the beginning. So it really gets into, you're telling a massive story. I was riding high in success. Everyone knows what happens there. So then it's pause, right? And then you kind of just give it a few seconds. And so this is where it gets to like, okay, so you did all that when you were younger, or you did all that, what was the first part of your journey? All right, that's cool. What's going on now? So there was more to it. Next step for me was beginning my first internet marketing business while still in my teens. And thankfully I heard about this, and I started to see how you can make money online, and it's really telling it's like here's section A, talk about how you started. Here's section B, here's how you became an expert. And this is where I talk about, I learned all about how having success online was all about numbers, and I learned that Facebook likes are numbers. So I collected an email list of 50,000 people while running the Facebook business, and my success attracted some of the internet marketing thing. And so these are parts of the copy that are actually, this letter is still being edited, believe it or not. And so we talk about, do you want to bring in experts from these industries? And the most important part is that you kind of get into, I failed a lot, but my successes keep growing. So it's so important that when you go online and that when you're creating these letters, you want to actually tell, a true story, right? And so tell something that people are really going to believe, and something that it's not everything's perfect, because it's not how it works, right? And before I knew it, I was running multiple businesses online. That's right, multiple businesses. Just turned 21, made super cool 6 figures every year, and really just tell a great story. So you kind of go through the story part, and then let's move up, right? So then it's kind of like, well, why are they here, right? So you told all, you introduced the concept, you talked all about yourself, and now it's like, well, why the heck am I here? And so, all right, back up in time. The year's 2011. We're in Chicago. I'm hoping my first ever personally crafted live seminar. Like, holy cow, that was a huge headache, everyone. That was fun. Try bringing 200 people into a room and teaching it when you're 17 or 18. That's interesting. 19. People flew in from every corner of the country, yada, yada, yada. The content we shared was golden. The good news, we recorded every minute on we video recorded every money-making minute of the seminar. These videos and a whole bunch of other amazing, powerful tools make up my six-figure incubator. So that's kind of when you're introducing the product. Now, it's kind of like everyone ever like, stick something really awesome in your face and then pulled it away. That's kind of what you do. You stick something really good in your face and then you pull it away. So you don't talk about, you talked about, of course, the seminar is very expensive, but you don't talk about how you're going to get it. You just kind of stick it in the face and then go away. So it's like, this is what we do. Before I continue, let me make a really good disclaimer. As you just heard with my system, you can learn how to make six figures, but it's going to take very few hardworking months. There's no push-button system. I'm not here to sell you a pipe dream. I'm tired of the gurus tell you that you can just do it. The program I'm going to share with you is incredibly powerful, but it requires you to make a commitment to your success. So this is where you actually challenge people, and I call this the qualification stage. So if you do this, you have your introduction, you have your intro stage, your story stage, then and now, and you have your qualification. Right, hold on. We'll call this stick something shiny out there phase. And then your qualification phase. Okay. So this is where you really are like, you're qualifying people. So you're really challenging them. And this whole section is all challenging, right? So you've had an idea, you're stoked about it, you started to work on it, but a week later it was another bad idea and you made $0 on it. Why? Because success actually takes hard work. And you're going to lose you're going to have a drop at this phase. You're going to lose people, but that's okay. And without commitment accountability, no program is going to make you money. The good news is that I've made all the mistakes for you. I'm giving you every shortcut I've ever had, blah, 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 blah. And of course not like the other gurus, and why is that? Well, you'll find every strategy you're taught was first proven through my own businesses. Every exercise you do is the same exercise we've done yourselves. It's really kind of in-depth on it. So, and that's kind of where you go back to sticking, that dangling thing in their face. Let's take a quick break. Does anyone have any questions on this stuff right now? I'll pause the screen share. Does anybody have any questions? PM. That makes better. Nope, everyone's all good? Okay, cool. All right. So this is kind of where you make sure this is right. Yeah, this is kind of where you're still not selling yet, but you're going over what is exactly in the product. So, the six-minute incubator shows you step-by-step how you turn hobbies into making money. Maybe you don't know how to sell or create a product. That's okay, because we show you the 3 biggest opportunities online. We talk about how to uncover and tap into hottest markets. We talk about once you harness the power of tools, your clients will come back and buy from you again and again, and really get into those kind of things. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sue, for sure. So can you go into more about the shiny offer? So it's almost like I'm trying to think of a good situation for like like a real life situation. It'd be like someone just put out a massive amount of great food, right? But you had to go somewhere for 5 minutes, and then you came back and it was all gone. It's just like this is not fun at all. This totally sucks. And it's the same thing online. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to like create a massive amount of urgency but also create like an emotional thing, but then pull it away from it really quick. Like, I have this absolutely amazing thing. It's really really cool. It's one of the best in the whatever it is that you're doing. Like you use your language, of course, but I have the utmost amazing product that's going to help you forever. But wait, let me talk about something else really quick. And they're kind of like their heads all focused on, wait, I want the amazing thing right now, but you're focused on, nah, not yet. Like, wait. Because people don't make a buying decision until after 5 minutes. It takes a person 5 minutes to make a buying decision. So if you think about that, if you give them the buying opportunity within that 5 minute time frame, typically they're not going to buy. And so you really just want to focus on, creating the value, creating the story, but making sure that they know and that shiny object syndrome kind of kicks off that it's going to there's something coming and we just want you to know about it. Does that make more sense? Webinar is not over. So the length of the email. Yeah, good question. So this is your sales letter, right? So this isn't your actual email. This is it's going on your sales page. I mean, I'm much more a believer in the short emails. I hate people that send me really long emails. I think it's such a waste of time. Like, get to the point. I think sending 5-page emails is just. I used to really be into it. Like when I first started, I was all about sending massive, really long emails. And now I'm just like, I don't want to read this, so why would anyone else want to read it? And so it's really about getting in the customer's head and making sure that they know that, if they're not going to enjoy it, well then, why? And you're not going to enjoy it, then why would they enjoy it? So it's just getting away from sending. I think short and sweet's good. Okay, cool. All right, still screen sharing. Yes, I am. Sweet. So after you get through shiny object syndrome and then you go through qualifications, this is really where you just talk about, literally bullet point every single thing that's in there. And this is why this offer is pretty long, is because we literally spend, I don't know, I want to say like 4 minutes talking about every single thing we have. Like here, I'll show you. It starts, or sorry, it ends. It literally starts there and goes 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5 page, 6 page, 7 page, 8 page, 9 page. Basically 10 pages of everything that's in the product. Now, that might be a little long, but for us it wasn't. We really wanted to let our customers know exactly what. So and I know for a fact, like, our conversion's not as high because it is that long, and if we cut it in half, we'd probably get more conversions. And this is all, this whole section is just about what is in the products. For example, in this product that I actually sold most of the rights to this product, but literally it was like 40 video trainings and interview series and 5 or 6 speakers and me on stage and blah blah blah. And it was a content library, which I've gotten away from doing, but it's one of those things like when we were doing this, I really wanted people to know every single thing. I mean, my copywriter, my promoters, they all, my good JD partners, like I asked them about this, they said probably not to do this, but I did this, and I mean we did $250,000 on 7 days on this sales letter. It's very similar. This is actually an updated version, but for something that we were talking about redoing, but haven't done yet. But this is we really just wanted to let people know every single thing they're going to get. And, in my opinion, are any of you in here probably going to create a product that intense? I don't know, and I wouldn't recommend it for your first products, but I think if it's something that you're just, something where it's 3 or 4 pages of everything that's in it, that's okay. That's totally all right. Hold on one second. So after that, let me go back down to where we were at. So I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Like, guys, I could read you all this stuff, yada, 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 but really all it is there's no real tricks here. We're just going exactly through what's in the program. There's a few testimonials in there from customers, and I'll actually, you guys can all send this. So after we go through everything, like this is so important. I think every single person should do this. They should have a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. And so what that means is that, any single time they're not happy in their first 3 days, they get it back. Now this is also super important. If people are emailing you on day 29, that's where you start to kind of draw the line and things like that. But, I think it's important to use softwares like Mouseflow when you're doing larger launches, because you can then track if people are actually going into the sites or not going into the sites, spending time on there, and that kind of deal. Yeah, so is the qualification phase more product benefits oriented or questions to qualify the buyer? It's both. It's more challenges to the buyer. So it's more like, and once everyone's going to actually get this. I'll post this letter into Skype when I'm done. But literally, when it's almost like, if you're lazy, don't be here. If you don't have time, don't do this. If you don't, and it's more challenges, because if you ask someone a question, that's one thing, but if you provide someone a challenge, that it motivates them so much more. Like, it really provides incentive for them to actually go and do something. And so it's thinking about, and are you going to lose people? Yes, of course. But are you going to get a super qualified buyer when you challenge someone? Yes, all day long. And so it's really about creating that urgency there and creating something that people are going to get super stoked about. Does that answer your question, Sarah? It's called mouseflow.com. It's a pretty cool site. So your investment fully protected by 30-day money-back guarantee. And this is where my favorite part of the whole video, of course, was we're about to sell. If you order the 6-figure incubator right now, I'll give you it for $67. And so once again, this is something where earlier I talked about it was $1,000. I'm not one of those guys that like drops it down. And even people that have seen me speak, I think my typical joke is, you ever seen those speakers that come up here and have a product worth $1 billion, and then by the time they're done, it's worth $5 million? And I just don't believe in that stuff, really. I know it sells better when you do the whole, it's 5,000, then it's 4,000, but I just don't. I'm more genuine than that, I feel like. And so we just came up and straight said, hey, the product's just $7. There's nothing fancy here. Boom, boom, boom. So then it goes you do a little sum up of what they're going to get, and then you're covered by a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. And that's kind of like what the sales letter really looks like. It's nothing too crazy. If anyone wants this, hold on one second. If you want this, please. This group's not current. I have to actually kick a bunch of people out for not being good people. Just kidding. But for not showing up, so we got to get rid of some people. So I'm not going to actually post that sales letter in there. But if you want If you want it, I'll send it. I'll share it with you guys right now. Send it to you guys as an attachment. I mean, the general consensus is, yeah, no, for sure. So let's take some questions. So, really simply, what an let me turn this off. Really simply, what an evergreen product is, there's different kinds of products, right? And especially when it comes to online. There's a thing called a launch product, and there's a thing called an evergreen product. Now, a launch product is something that you launch it hits, and then you take it off the market after a certain point of time. Where an evergreen product, which is, I've always done evergreen products, I've launched but then put it evergreen. An evergreen product is literally where once it's on the market, it's going to be on the market. So it's not going to it's not going to be gone on the 20th or the 30th. It's going to be forever, and it's really more for if you have evergreen affiliates, where you're getting an affiliate a week or an affiliate every other week. It's really, that's where you really get those types of things going. And so it's a good, solid. I've always liked the evergreen model more because the launch game is so stressful for the average person. You got to go and get 10 different affiliates or 20 different affiliates. Where, listen, it's pretty easy to get one affiliate a week. So an evergreen product is just it's a product that's always growing. It's a product that's always being updated. It's a product that is constantly available for promotion to affiliates. Hey, Christine, post your email and then I'll share it with you. Give me a second, everyone. I'm going to... Really, really, please, 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 please don't share this with people. The sales letter was like $25,000 to get wrote. You can copy it, though. I don't care if you copy it. You guys have any other questions? Okay, I just sent you guys wanted it. I mean, so here's the general consensus, right? Really simply put, is that you start with a great opening. You start with something super, super simple, and you talk about an introduction to a topic. Then from there, you're getting into a story, and the story should last a little bit of time. This is when you talk about who you were when you were, preferably who you were when you were younger, and who have you become now, and why are you that expert now. Talk about some of the challenges you went through, and really get into that. Then from there, you go into kind of like that candy shiny spoon phase, where you dangle something out, then pull it back right away, and go right into the qualifications. Qualifications should last for probably 2 minutes, and really challenging someone to do something. After that, you hop right into super simply what actually is inside this product. Not so much what it's going to cost, but what's inside of it, and what are the massive bonuses and benefits from it. And last but not least, then you close. We talk about the price, and then close, 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 close. I don't really have any super advice for closing. I really don't actually consider myself a great closer. I used to be a super crazy, insanely good closer, but then I became a lot more genuine and a lot more real with myself. And I found that I probably don't sell as much as I used to, but I get the better type of people. So, yeah, I have a follow-up email series too for this stuff. Maybe we could go over that on a later session. Kind of cool. Yeah, great question. Christine said, if I do a money-back guarantee, do I take back the commission from the affiliate or not pay them until the 30 days is done? So what we used to do is that we would pay 75% at 15 days, which is super aggressive and super fast. But we knew our refund rate, right? So we'd pay 75%, and then we'd pay the final quarter after 45 days. So it kind of gives us some wiggle room, yet they get paid a lot quicker, because typically it's 30 days and then the 15th of the month. So typically people can sometimes wait up to 60 days before getting commissions, right? But we gave them commissions right away, and then really focused on keeping the customer retention high, and then moving on from there. If that makes sense. Should the length of the text on a squeeze page be the same as the letter, or does the letter lead? Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be the same. The squeeze page leads them to the letter. The length of the text on a squeeze page should be super, super small. We can go over funnels next week if you guys want to. Down for that. Kind of fun. Yeah, if you guys have topics that you want to go over, I mean, just shout them out, right? Let me know. Last but not least here, we're getting closer to October, and we have 3 spots left open in the mastermind. So if anybody's interested in coming to 4-Day Mastermind in Chicago, having a lot of fun, it's going to be a lot of fun, and more importantly, getting some great JV connections and some great training, let me know. There's only a few spots left. We're only going to have, I think, 12 people at it, and then a bunch of guests. So got some really cool guests. I'm pretty sure we just got Onyx Signal confirmed, so that's pretty sweet. And I have some other cool guys coming. So. Any other last-minute questions, guys? Anything else going on? Sorry about the confusion. I thought it was totally golden. That's what happens when you don't do it yourself. The dates for the mastermind. Where are my phone? Where is my phone? Hold on. I don't know if I have it in this account. Check. It starts on the 24th of October. So it's the 24th through the 26th or the 27th. I don't know if we're doing 3 days or 4 days. I'll confirm that. I thought it was 4, but this calendar says 3. It starts the 24th. Super expensive, so it's not something that, yeah, it's in Chicago, so it's super expensive. It's not just for anybody. It's really focused on if you don't have a funnel, you don't have something to sell, probably not the best thing for you. But if you don't want to challenge yourself, this would be a great time to hop in and get that stuff done, and then be there to present it. And that date is pretty much locked in. I don't think that's going to change. So it's good. And we have a few members that have already joined, and then a few people from outside the Success Room that have joined. So it's pretty amazing. It's going to be a great. It's going to be a great mastermind. I haven't done a live event in quite a few years, and they're pretty crazy. We're going to go pretty long and pretty long and have some fun every night. So it's going to be wild. I'm already working on some of the outside events of the mastermind for you guys. Anybody else have any other questions? Anybody? All right. All right, guys. Well, have a great night, and I will see you guys next week. Appreciate you all. Talk soon, okay?